Welcome back. Okay, so today, guys, we are about to do a silk press on one of my clients. She recently had a baby. I don't know if it'll still be considered recent because her baby is about to turn 1. I think it does. But ever since she's had her daughter, her hair has changed like tremendously. Now, she has always dealt with a lot of buildup on her scalp, a lot of flakes, a lot of dandruff and stuff like that. But now it has become a tad bit worse. And she's so busy, so she always gets braids. I don't do braids. She gets the braids from somewhere else. But she always gets braids, and I've noticed a big change in her hair. She doesn't come to me very often, but she does have a routine. Like I told her, like, try not to make it past 3 months without seeing me. So she comes to me every 3 months now, and I have known the density in her hair to drop. So I told her what things and differences I have noticed in her hair. Like, for one, it's a lot of breakage, but it's not super noticeable as far as breakage. And don't get me wrong, her hair still has a nice density to the average person. To someone who may just be seeing her and looking at her hair, they're like, oh, but since I've been doing her hair all this time, I'm used to her hair being way thicker, and her edges have thinned out some, and I suspect it is because of the braids. Now, yes, after having a child, a lot of things inside your body and outside of your body can change. That is a factor, yes. But she has done like the Fulani braids, and you can see from right here, it's not terrible. But like I said, once you're used to seeing your client's hair a certain way and you notice the shift, it is a big thing, and you want to catch that before you end up having very fine and very thin hair. So we need to nip that in the bud. We're going to transition, instead of her continuously and religiously getting braids, we're going to try to shift it to where she gets natural hairstyles, gets twists with her real hair in between her actual silk presses and stuff, so we can just work on and try to stop the thinning and the breakage in its tracks. And when you see her hair at the end, you're gonna notice like her hair is not severely damaged. So now I'm slowing down this video so I can show you guys. This is the Kenra Platinum's Luxe Shine Shampoo. 10 out of 10. Love it. Highly recommend. Okay, now that commercial is over. But yeah, we're gonna try to nip this in the bud, because yes, she still has a nice density to her hair. It's not thinned all the way out, but yeah, when I get done pressing out her hair, you guys are gonna look at it, and to the average person it looks fine. But like I said, I know where we started, and for us to be right here now is a no. I just only see it going further downhill. So we've made a plan, and that's the thing. You gotta write the plan and you gotta work the plan. So I'm hoping she will be consistent with this in her journey, or at least in the meantime, stop getting the braids. Like, I'm not saying braids are terrible, but they can be damaging. Like, they can be severely damaging. And throughout this video, besides the Kenra Luxe Shine shampoo, I only used Redken. I used 2 different Redken shampoos, which will be linked down in the description bar below, and I used the Redken soft conditioner, which is what I just showed you guys, and I love it. I feel like the Redken definitely got her hair very clean, especially, you know, she still has some flakes and stuff on her scalp. So of course I used my shampoo brush that you all saw, and I scrubbed that off, and I feel like the softening Redken conditioner, the soft Redken conditioner definitely had her hair feeling very moisturized and very, very soft. So now we're about to start the blow drying process, and you guys, I decided to, nothing was wrong with my blow dryer that I have been using, but I was like, I want to take it back from when I first started silk presses. I used to use this blow dryer. I think it was Babyliss. I'm not really sure, but I know it was the Saran Mix with an X and not a C. It was the Saran Mix blow dryer. And that blow dryer got really, really, really hot. Let me tell you. So, y'all about to see the wonders of this blow dryer. Okay, and I want to show off everything that I received from the Black Beauty roster. So like, I also received these clips from Dyson, and they are some good clips, to be honest. Like, I really didn't expect anything. I just felt like, oh, they just gave, you know, clips as like filler gifts, you know, because you don't want to always have an event and just give away all your good free stuff, because then are they going to purchase? So this is the Joico Dream Blowout Glass. They gave me 2 of these, y'all. The other one, I just emptied it out. Literally, I just emptied it out. I would highly, highly, highly recommend this. I love this product, and the way that it makes that hair shine, chef's kiss. Okay, right now I'm just going to detangle the hair first. I'm going to stretch it out really, really good and still section this piece off. Now, when I blow dry hair, I like to detangle the hair first, the section first, and hold the hair taut and blow dry the section like that. I do not use a comb attachment when I blow dry, because it's like you're literally combing your hair with heat. So, and this blow dryer, now this is not the exact same one that I had, but this blow dryer does not make a loud noise. So I was kind of concerned by that. I didn't really feel the heat, but y'all see that the pieces that did get straight just from me holding it taut, I was like, oh yeah, this was a good buy. This right here was a good find. Because what do you mean I just stretched it out like that? And now, don't get me wrong, products also play an amazing part. Not just what tools you use, it's a whole system, it's a team. You also have to use good products. So like, I use the Joico glass, and at the shampoo bowl I use products like Redken and Kenra, and the Kenra was the Luxe Shine, and the Redken they're really, really great products. Like I said, I will leave those in the description bar below, but I'm just gonna keep blow drying her hair. So on this side, I use the paddle brush, and all my tools are like very, very, very hot. So I would suggest, if you guys get this blow dryer, or honestly any other blow dryer, get wooden tools that are ventilated, or get heat resistant tools that are ventilated. I don't really know what material my round brushes are made out of, but they are ventilated. And the reason I tell you that is because I have burned so many powder brushes, so many dimming brushes, because dimming brushes were like highly, highly recommended. I even purchased the wooden dimming brushes, and they were ventilated, but I ended up burning them. So yeah, you want to be cautious, and you have to do your research on literally everything. Like, everything matters down to the T. The products you use, the tools you use, the heat styling tools you use, and the brushes, the combs, like all of that. Especially the combs. I have burnt so many combs. Like, you just have to make sure. But you guys see this? Like, oh my goodness, yes, I am so happy that I wanted to go back to my basics, y'all. Like, now watch this. Now this side is the side that I'm doing the round brush technique on. So we're going to comb it out. So I combed out with the round brush first, and we're just gonna stretch it, hold it taut. Yeah, and I didn't hold it taut for long. It kind of like slipped out of my hand, but yeah. And with the round brush, I like to grip it, rotate it a little bit. Now I know a lot of people use this for like actual styling, like they do literal blowouts with this and stuff. Yeah, I had to get in there so I can get, you know, the nape of her neck. I'm sorry, but I use it to really grip them roots when I'm blow drying. So I wanted to see if it would make a difference with me using the powder brush versus me using the round brush. I truly and honestly don't see a difference at the root. Like, I just feel like this is an amazing blow dryer. This is the first person that I have used it on, so I will keep you guys updated. But I feel like, yes, this is the one. Plus I had to take that jacket off, y'all, but I feel like, yes, this is the one. Definitely can't wait to use it on other clients and just show you all the results. So I'm just gonna keep blow drying, and then we're gonna head over to the silk press process. Okay, now we're all blown out, and I have her sectioned off with the Dyson clips. So this thing right here is supposed to be a ear protector. It doesn't work for everybody, and by that I mean it doesn't fit everybody. So that's like a con, but I do want to incorporate these a lot more so my clients don't necessarily have to hold their ear. Now, the hot comb wasn't even up like all the way, but it did what I needed to do, especially just to see if she could still feel the heat. Now, it was hot, but it wasn't all the way up. It wasn't where I would have liked it to be. But I think it just mainly protects from you actually getting burned, or you feeling the steam, or mainly just getting burned, because honestly she still was flinching when I was like around the ear at certain points, and especially when I moved over to the other side. So it's basically like it helps with protecting the ear more so, because it's a psychological thing sometimes at the end of the day, because some people, it may not even have been you. A lot of clients, especially my older clients, they have fears from past trauma when they were a child and their mother hot combed their hair. I never got a silk press when I was a kid. I did not get a silk press until I was in beauty school. I mean, I was flat ironing my hair in high school and everything like that, but I didn't get like a silk press until beauty school. So I never really experienced that trauma or whatever. Now I do know that it can hurt, because I burnt myself before. But yeah, moving on. So these are the size sections that I am taking from her hair, and I purposely put the camera behind her head so you all can see the sections a lot better. So for her density of hair, these are the sizes that I would take, especially if you have the same density. Now, I don't like to take big chunks on anybody hair, especially my fine hair clients. Now, you should, but what I do is I just reduce the heat, because it still needs to be a silk press. It still needs to be silky and pressed out evenly. If you're grabbing too big of chunks, then the hair will wrinkle and crinkle on the flat iron because it's being pulled from different sections and different sectors and stuff like that. So you still want to make sure that you're creating a silk press. You just may have to work smarter and not harder and slower. A lot of people love to grab those big chunks, but I'm telling you guys, I can do a silk press in 45 minutes. And I would grab the tiniest of the tiniest sections. It's all in how you work. And I never go over a section more than 2 times. If I'm doing it a 3rd time, it's only on the ends. But that can also create heat damage for the client. If you feel they need to go over their hair too many times, just take the small sections. And if you realize, okay, taking the smaller sections, I could do less passes over and over and over. You feel me? So it just makes it easier. Okay, now we're about to get into the trim. So I don't know if you all can tell on camera. So her ends are very much still even, right? But she still has a lot of split ends. And if you can see, when I am pulling her hair, you can see how thin it is. Like, it's thinning out. But like I said, to the average person, honestly, this is the average head of hair. But my client right here did not first start coming to me with an average head of hair. I promise you she didn't. She had way more thicker hair. So right here, I'm just trying to make sure I'm still going throughout and getting those split ends that have climbed up. But you don't want to. Usually I'll do like a straight up 90, or I'll do a 45 like upward. I don't know if everybody is like a regular on my channel. If you aren't, you need to be, so you know what I'm talking about. But if I was to pull it upward, then you would be able to see more thinning. That technique is more so for someone who wants more of a nice feathered layer look, and someone who has more thicker hair, because that can make the hair look even more thinner than what it is. So now we're done with the cutting. So I'm just gonna bump it just a little bit, and after this I'm gonna wrap her hair and then put her up under the dryer. Do I wrap everyone's hair every time? No. Should I wrap everyone's hair every time? I don't have to. Like, does it make a difference? Sometimes. Like, I know a lot of my clients, they come to me, they be like, I've never had this before. I always do it on my first timers. And then some of my other clients, you know, they've been coming to me for a while. They feel like it makes a tremendous difference for them. What this does is it helps it lay a lot more flatter, and it makes it easier for when you get ready to go home and wrap your own hair, since you've already wrapped it with the heat in that form and fashion. But whether or not if it's going to make your silk press silkier or not, it has no dictation on that. The shampoos, the conditioners, the blow drying, me actually pressing your hair is what's going to determine if your hair is going to be nice, silky, and straight. This does not. But it is a nice little extra cherry on the top. I will give y'all that. Like, yes, I'm not saying that it is a useless technique. I'm just saying it's not, it won't make or break your silk press, to be honest. But yeah. And another thing, when you all unwrap your hair, comb your hair like the way that it falls down. So like, you see how her hair kind of fell forward in her face, even though we're going for a middle part? Because when you just get to combing your hair directly in the way that you want it to go, you could be breaking your hair, because a lot of you guys are rough. I've seen you. You're rough. So be a little bit more gentle with your hair. Comb it down in the way that it falls, and then curve it to the part that you want it to go in. It's these little tips that are going to help. I know they sound pointless, but I promise you, it's the little tips that are going to help. But If you stayed this long in the video, thank you so much. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.